He's got space. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Trojans look to keep this drive humming. Hand off from the shotgun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds of...
Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Back to throw, it's Mayava. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught near the sticks, it's Lane. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great...
Touchdown USC! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Snap in the shotgun. He makes the grab for the 2-point conversion, and they're up 8-0. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. Release to the back. It's complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
From the gun, the ground game. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. With the catch, it's Bennett. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
To throw, it's Sellers. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes the grab past the marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's Bennett.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He wants to throw it again. Working that left side now. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The Gamecocks are threatening on 1st and goal. Making side adjustments here. He's looking to throw. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that. Once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up. To the air, it's Sellers. He makes the grab for the 2, and we're tied at 8. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. Picked off. Trying to take it back. The tag. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And I love what the secondary does here. You know the blitz is coming. You know the ball's going to come out quick. They react to it quickly, get the interception, and then Palmer, they know exactly what to do with it once they do.
No doubt, and I think the hit certainly affected some of the accuracy on the throw. Quarterback's got to do a better job getting that ball out sooner, but once the ball started to flutter a little bit, didn't go exactly where he wanted, the defense was opportunistic. And not just getting the pick, but having the convoy taking it to the house.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Here comes the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Here's the pressure. Another incompletion on third down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking left. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Pulls it in, it's Jordan. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Makes the catch. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
So now it's second and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's third and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the fourth down stop.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You can tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Catch in the middle, it's Harbor.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the left. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
How about the hit on the tight end there? They knew they had to bring the lumber on the big fella to bring him down, and they just blew him up.
Off the play fake on first down. Rushes on him. Got some room, headed to the goal He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
There's a couple of ways to deal with quarterbacks that can run like that so well. QB contain. Keep those ends outside and wide. Keep them in the pocket. And put a spy on him. Put a guy in the middle of the field who's really fast that has the ability to go get that guy when he takes off in situations like this.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Got it in the middle. It's Straka. He has a knack for taking away the tackler's leverage. He's out to the 34. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And the Gamecocks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To the air on second down. The short hands, it's Lemon. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, what a great play by that quarterback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown in those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
Got a man. It's Lemon. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Pocket breaking down. Shakes off the defender.
It's really hard defensively to bring pressure when you keep moving the quarterback outside the pocket. You don't know which way he's going to go. Great job. Get him outside the pocket. Now he can get on the edge and get some easy free yards or take a shot deep down the field.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physical.
Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Gamecocks want to move quickly.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nope.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And he tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Wants to go up top on first down. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
But we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Makes the grab. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up fourth down. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Trojans have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. That type of big play can even make Traveler perk up and take notice.
And, man, when I think about USC and just their pass, I just think about explosive playmakers.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Here we go. They'll send the back in motion. To the ground, he's got it again. Bust through behind his pad. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little...
Touchdown, Southern Cal! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And the offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play, shows off the hands first, got to make the catch first, does the rest, walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab, it's Bennett. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Caught behind the line. It's Bennett. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It'll be 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. Leaves it with the running back. They'll bring him down just outside the 25 at the 26, certainly well within field goal range, but let's see if they choose to go for it here. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.